I'll tell you guys what a morning it is in the stock market here. Let's go. What a day it is. Looking at the printer here with good old Powell here. Man, Meta was on a printer itself last night. That was insane to see that move. So from low, right around market close to high, this stock at the highs this morning ran up 15%. That is huge for a stock like Meta to move up 15% in one trading day. Now, I will say, Meta needs this to happen because we have been overextended for a while here, and I'm really glad that these earnings came in well, because if not, we probably would have had the same type of move, but a gap down to the downside. So I'm really happy to see this, and we're actually getting up into this area with Meta, back into the big gap from February of 22. So February, March, April, we were starting to gap down with Meta last year. This is going to be huge this year for a recovery back up. Hopefully this summer keeps going as well as it's started out, or I should say this spring, but the warm season anyways. Yeah, this is going to be an awesome time if these earnings keep coming in like this. Like we had Meta do this. Microsoft exploded. Google tried to explode, came back down, but honestly, like, they had a pretty good report too. So looking across the board here, it's like, man, these stocks are doing pretty darn good here right now. I just can't believe that the overall market is still doing what it did. Like yesterday, the SPY still fell off. Today, it's not up that much. Like we're still right around where we were yesterday. And I have a lot of stocks green. I mean, a lot on my watch list here, like an overwhelming majority. There's a couple off to the downside, like, looks like Qualcomm's down a little bit, maybe Intel's down a little bit too, just slightly. Looks like GLD, gold falling off a little bit, Pepsi is down, but for the most part, the market, most stocks here are up this morning. Like if we go look at, like Microsoft again, it's getting green. We go look at MU, really green today, Adobe. Well, they're at least green compared to yesterday. And that's the big thing here. And I just can't believe that the overall market is not doing a little bit better than it is, honestly. I thought SPY would have been moving up a little bit more today. QQQ's kind of, coming along well, but yeah, let's go. What a morning, guys. I'm really happy with a lot of these plays here and a lot of the way that these stocks are starting to move. It's starting to become an awesome week as we go forward here. So we're obviously on a Thursday today. Tomorrow's the last day of the trading week. Hopefully we keep getting some good stuff coming in here. And I think that we will, because tonight we have good old Amazon reporting with Intel, Snapchat, First Solar, Pinterest, US Steel. Man, that's a lot of big companies like X. No one usually talks about them anymore. Snapchat. Man, Amazon earnings tonight are going to be awesome. Look at this. They've been having some nice runs with Meta, nice move up with Microsoft. I would bet people are going to start getting pretty bullish on Amazon here. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to go up just because we keep seeing these other ones move, but it definitely is looking pretty good here, especially this morning. It's had that big move up with Meta. It actually got above the high for Microsoft's earnings from the other day, so that's awesome. And hey, thanks for joining up. Oof. What a name. Manny, Juicy Mango, Ali Turk, Mike Chang, and Rambo. Thanks for joining. Oof says check out ZOM, or they just type ZOM in there. Let's look at that one. Good old XOM. I think XOM could be amazing for an oil play here. They're going to be having earnings come out on Friday along with Chevron, Cameco. Any other oil stocks there? I don't think so, but Chevron, Exxon, those are going to be some big ones there on Friday. Looking at ZOM right now, it's been holding up a lot the past year, the past few weeks. It looks like it's starting to fall off a little bit now. Let's go look at crude oil. Crude oil just took a big tumble down to 74. Look at that daily on crude. Yeah, I don't know. Crude has been a little bit lower this quarter, so I wonder if they're going to report a bit of like a loss on ZOM, or if maybe they're going to report some positivity if people are, traveling and spending and driving and buying gas and fuel and etc. maybe they'll report a positive. But I don't know. I feel like that with the economic hardships, for example, I think that people might be trying to cut back maybe on gasoline and travel and stuff like that. Maybe. So Ali says, Amazon, I have 5,000 shares. Let's go. Hey, that's awesome. 5,000 shares of Amazon. That's a very respectable position there. I don't know what your average price is, but hey, that's awesome. Might not be a bad idea to sell some covered calls or something like that ahead of this earnings coming out, but yeah, Amazon's been recovering up a little bit as well since the beginning of the year. They've been doing pretty well here with Meta and all those other stocks, like we said. I will say I'm kind of thinking that Amazon's going to break this high here around 109, 110 and get a nice boost up. I hope it's not already priced in, though. That would be a little bit of a downer, I'd say, for that one. Juicy says, Palantir, what you seeing? All right, let's see. Good old Palantir here. Let's see. Down to 785, trying to run up here today. It just broke out a little bit. So it broke resistance very slightly here. I'm liking this move with Palantir today, but we need a nice continuation here to go on. So we got a little move up at open, which is good. So we started out in the right direction. Hopefully it keeps just slowly but surely uptrending back towards $8. That's kind of what I'm looking for today. A move back up to like maybe $7.95 or $8. Could be a pretty decent little scalp play there, I think, if you catch it at the right time. Right now it's kind of pulling back off. Pinterest falling down here. Not good. I think they report tonight as well. Hey, Rick, what's going on? All you missed was Powell in the We Need a Hero video. That's all we missed. Yeah, but Ali Turk, Amazon's looking pretty good. I would bet people trade this thing up into earnings given the other earnings plays today. Unless we see a bunch of profits being taken and the market pulls back real hard, but that could be the case. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes on the Meta play. I don't think Meta's gonna keep going too much more today, though. It's already up 15%. I don't think it can go too much more. Tilray's poppin', Rick McQueen said. Wow. Hey, that's great for Tilray. I'm definitely gonna keep my eyes on this one now. Look at that daily chart of Tilray. Ran down to new yearly lows the past few days. Hopefully it bounces here at 220. That would be huge for us, Rick, if it did. How was PLNHF? That's one of my favorite marijuana stocks. Planet 13. So yeah, they're actually doing pretty well too. Down here at 72 cents. That sucks. They got so low, down to retest their major lows there. Dang, what a stock. JDeep said LUV sinking on a bad report. Ooh, no, that's not good. The airlines going down are no joke. Man, Rick, that is bad. Or, I mean, JDeep, sorry. Yeah, let's see that on the chart real quick. So American Airlines, Southwest, and CAT are the big ones today, in my opinion. So how's American? That's funny. AAL did the opposite, so that's pretty weird. Weird that they'd contrast like that. Tilray popped off of beer sales of all things, Rick said. Did it really? Beer sales. Okay, let's check that out on the... Let's check it out on the... I guess you'd say the list here. I'll get a little link here for us. Here we go. Thinkorswim News popping it up. Oh wow, is it gonna show their beer? Wow. Breckenridge Distillery wins World's Spirit Competition. Wow. Is this a company that Tilray works with or something? Pretty weird there. That is some weird news, I'd say. Definitely I wouldn't have thought that. That's for sure. Oh, wow, look at this. Tilray Brands Montauk Brewing opens up new bars at New York Mets' Citi Field. That's pretty big. That is pretty big. Montauk Brewing. Yeah, pretty big there. That's what they look like. That's cool. I'll tell you what, if I ever go to the Mets game, I'm gonna support some Tilray and buy some beer from Tilray. That'd be cool. Is it weed beer? I doubt it's weed beer, but it's interesting though, nonetheless. Apple's flying up, Rambo says. Is it? AAPL. Wow, that it really is flying up. Apple had a pretty bad day yesterday, and I will say they were worrying me the way that they were moving because Microsoft exploded. So many of these stocks did very well. It was not good. Yeah, that's nice. Some guys are playing LVS in the Discord. That's cool. I called that out as my free day trade yesterday. Some people are loving that one. That sucks that LUV's sinking. Ali says his average cost is 116 on Amazon. That's actually pretty good. You're down a little bit, but I think you're at a great price point right now for the future. Like 116 is not too high at all. I think you'll do pretty well as time goes on. Might take a little while, but I think you'll do pretty good. Hopefully Amazon reports good numbers. The thing that we have to remember is that these current reports that we've seen coming through, like, for example, Microsoft and Google and Visa and hell, even Coca-Cola and McDonald's and General Motors and Pepsi and Spotify and even the ones last week, like some of the banks and stuff, it's not really gonna give us any insight into Amazon because Amazon's like e-commerce, you know? So it's like, it's a totally different field than like Microsoft with like all their cloud stuff and etc etc. Same thing with Google, you know, like they have all their ad revenue and all that stuff, which is fantastic. But Amazon, a little bit different. You know, they're gonna have to come through with some numbers from people purchasing items, which I think, I don't know, that could be a little bit rough. I have no idea, of course, you know, not until we see the report, of course, but it's definitely a thought, you know, to keep in the back of your minds is that these are a lot of tech stocks. You know, McDonald's is its own thing, kind of. Pepsi, like these aren't anything like, you know, Amazon, if that makes sense. Maybe, oh, I was gonna say Shopify, but that's Spotify. Did Shop report yet? I think they did, didn't they? Nope, not yet. That's what I'm waiting for. Talking about Shopify, look at that trend line they're on too, on this daily chart. This is a pretty big trend line here. Wow, that's actually a huge trend line, guys. There's been like 20 hits on this thing. Look at all these hits I'm pointing to. And now we're just touching it again, like right here. So, I don't know, it kind of seems like it's going to hit here and break back down through it, but we'll have to see. Someone in the Discord says something about being a noob. Has me thinking of RuneScape. It got me thinking of being a noob on RuneScape. Surprised there, I'm looking up like gifts for like a little Noob thing. Can't find nothing. Yeah, so guys, did you guys see Christian today? Christian actually played meta calls yesterday. I don't know if anybody happened to catch this in the Discord or not, but Christian played meta calls and the stock exploded. Straight up exploded here. It was pretty insane, actually. So he ended up making $22,000 off of this earnings play. Now, guys, I'm not saying for everybody to run out there and follow Christian on these trades, because let's just say he puts a lot of money into the trades, so he definitely, let's just say has a really big account. And then also, at the same time, just keep in mind that, what he's doing is pretty risky here. Like, that very well could have turned into him losing, multiples of thousands of dollars. But it's amazing that it worked out. So, fantastic stuff. Up $22,000 right now on that play on Meta. That's pretty good for one play on an earnings gamble, nonetheless. Nonetheless, but wow. Yeah, look at Meta there. Looking good. With all their acquisitions, Tilray is now the 9th largest of the top U.S. craft brewers. Are you serious, Rick? I did not know that. That could actually be pretty big. I like that a lot, Rick. That's actually pretty smart by them, I would say. That might help them out with numbers and etc. over the next few years. Like, if, for example, if marijuana's not doing the best, maybe those stores will hold them up or something. Or that part of their business. Definitely seems like a pretty good thing, Rick. I didn't even know that. I did not know that. I've researched Tilray a little bit, and that's not one of the things I used to hear. I knew that they used to I knew that they were trying to develop like a weed beer, but I didn't know anything else with that. Man, Juicy Mango said could I see shop on the Bookmap? For sure. Let's look at it off the Bookmap real quick. SHOP falling right down to that trend line. Watch 4640. Watch 4640 and 4650. Now let's go find them on the Bookmap. SHOP. Up. Just give it a second to load. There we go. Wow, so there's definitely a lot of orders coming in here at 4650, like I said. That looks like it's going to be the big area to watch right now on Shopify. There is a lot of liquidity starting to come in overhead, too. Not a ton, but definitely a respectful amount. There's a lot more liquidity under right now, but gonna have to see how this one plays out. Running into a pretty big area of orders down here, so that's huge. There was that big block of orders down here this morning at 46.90. Man, that thing got taken off the books. Good thing, because it kind of caused a bounce for a minute. And really tanked. I'll tell you what, it better not be raining by me today. Hmm. Yeah, the book map's awesome, Juicy. Sorry about that, guys. I had a question real quick I had to answer, but right back here. Yeah, the book map's awesome. It's fantastic. It's one of the best things I've ever used in the stock market as far as helping me with scalp trading. It is awesome. You can really find these big areas like on Tesla right here. Like, man, you can tell overhead there's just these big stacks of orders here sitting up right at like 155.50. And guess what? That's a big resistance on Tesla. So you can actually see like, hey, oh, well, you know, you might hear like Timmy in the Discord or something, right? Like someone will say like, there's support at 155 or something, right? Well, hey, now you can actually go look on the book map and say, there really is support at 155 because I see the orders right there. You know, and then someone might say, well, there's support at 154.80. And you'll look and you'll say, there ain't no orders at 154.80. I don't know if there's support there or not right now. You know, it's like, I don't know. I'd probably trust where all those orders are. But that's what I usually like to do is, you know, I go look at the book map now for stuff like that to kind of confirm good levels and different things like that. So it's awesome in that sense. And look at that. We're actually testing this big upper level right now as we speak. It actually just got broken. Just filled up all those orders there. Got that big volume dot. 39,000 volume at that 1 second area. You can see how we're kind of rejecting now right there at that resistance. Now we could go back up and break through there, but for right now, a little bit of rejection. At least a quick one. Love to see that with Tessie here. Tesla's one of my favorites to watch on the book map. Apple's moving up a little bit. Trying to recover. Maybe this bottom area, 165.50, will hold up for him. Man, this one's book map's crazy. 165. There's a ton of orders down there, but besides that, you have to go all the way up to overhead above the stock. Find anything here. Hey, Manny, glad to see you in here. Rick said, there goes SoFi, straight to the upside. Let's go check it out really quick. SOFI. Let's see. SOFI. Pretty big. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty crazy there. SOFI moving up in a big way. SoFi. I wonder why they're running so much. I gotta go look at the news. Are they moving up with MasterCard? Maybe? Sympathy play? I don't know. It's hard to say. They're kind of like RKT. You know, they're like a loan company, I guess. SoFi is. Loan / savings account / all that type of stuff. I like SoFi. I've used SoFi for stuff. I think they're pretty good. I like their app and all that. It makes it real easy to use. Look at QQQ really quick. It's continuing to move up here today. Man, it's like, do we trust this as a nice continuation on the uptrend or what? I feel like we're just like one bad piece of news away from tanking back down. But Manny said, when you drag Bookmap, why does exit mode pop up and how do you turn it off? Well, I don't think you can turn it off, Manny. I don't ever drag. So, like, for example, like how people click and drag in the middle of the chart like this, I never do that. I just leave it right here in the middle. And I just leave it there and I'll zoom in. So I'll scroll on my mouse wheel like this. I scroll to zoom in this way. And then I'll scroll out to go this way. And then I'll click and drag right here on the price axis right here where it says 165 and stuff. So see how if I drag this, it puts it down at the bottom? Well, if I just double click this, and then I double click this, well, I guess I'll say if you just drag this, it'll move it back. So now if I drag that up, I see what you're saying, Manny, kind of. I guess I see what you're saying now. What I would just do if I were you is just zoom in like this. Just drag the bottom and zoom it in a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how to get that off. Let's see. I'm sure there's some way though, right? Zoom by drag. What's that? Whoa. I'm turning that back off. I don't want that. that was not what I wanted. I don't even know if you can turn that off, Manny, but I never drag like that. So I've never had an issue with that because I never click and drag. So I'm always just like, if I want to zoom out, I just scroll the wheel. If I want to zoom in, I scroll it in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't worry about that. Let's see. Maybe something will. Maybe you can turn it off somehow, though, right? Let's see. Something with quick click and drag somewhere. I see what you mean, though. Like if you zoom in, this kind of, starts going down to the bottom, I guess. I do see what you're saying. Trying to figure it out here. Let's see. Here we go. Nope. So much settings on here. Maybe it's gonna be under. Thought it might be under this, but it's not. Here we go. Static timeline. Here we go. This might be it, Manny. Okay, so static timeline. That might be it. Oh, wow. Static timeline makes it stay in the same spot. Now it won't necessarily move. Yeah, I don't know if that's what we want. I'm not a big fan of that one. Turn that back. It said something said to click right here on the trade control panel. Don't know why that was flashing green. Good old drag mode. Sounds like something I'd see on like the BET Awards or something. Let's see. Let's go back to good old Tessie here. One of our friends. 153 down there is a big support. I'll tell you what though, besides the dragging thing, Bookmap is fantastic. Besides that, AMD's putting up another woodshed, Sean says. Let's see, AMD. AMD. Oh my gosh, it is, Sean. I thought maybe AMD would be exploding up right now, but no, it's just gonna sit here and tumble right back off. This is what I was worried about today. Like, why is the market turning over so hard like this? Not good. Not what I want to see. Wow, that's pretty big. Look at SPY there. That's huge. Trying to move up with the SPY, but the QQQ isn't. Now we're doing opposites again. Not again. No, guys, not again. It's not what we want. And we don't want another woodshed either. That's not good. No more woodsheds here. Let's go back to Palantir. Hopefully we're moving up. Nope. Damn it, Palantir. I really wanted that one. He said second rejection off 8730 on AMD. Oh, up at the top? Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty big there, Sean. 100%. Yeah, right around 8737, 8730, anywhere between there. Yeah, that was huge. Like a nice double top rejection. You're right. Actually looks pretty darn good. This was actually my play from yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. This was one of my free day trades, I believe. Let me go back to the document really quick. It was my free day trade in last night's YouTube video. Yeah, it was. I had AMD under 85.50 today. I thought that could have been an amazing play, and it ended up really working out. That intraday support. We had one green candle, and then it broke. So, pretty good. Yeah, I like that play. Talked about it last night, and I straight up said last night to Mike, I said, you know, this little uptrend here looks like a dead cat bounce to me. And you know what? It actually today, now that I see the movement, it played out absolutely perfectly. Looks exactly like a dead cat bounce to me. It looks perfect as one, and hopefully we keep getting that movement like that, because that's awesome. That's fantastic. Look at that with Palantir, though. No good movement out of them today. Only AMD. They're the only fun ones. Tesla's kind of bouncing up a little bit, actually. Surprising me a little. Wasn't expecting that at all today. Yeah, he says it's a third rejection, really. Yeah, it is. Dina, sorry I missed your message. She said, what's the next rejection, or what's the next level for Meta here? META. Ooh, Dina, I'd be real careful with Meta. If you're trading it to the upside today, I would recommend probably not. But resistance here, watch 242. That's going to be huge. Let's go look at it on the Bookmap so that I can find you some really good levels overhead, because I don't want to just guess here. You know, I don't want to just be like, hey, you know, this level's great, and then it ends up not even, you know, being a level worth even looking at. Let's see what we have overhead here. 245, there's a lot of resistance there. 242 seems like it's a pretty big spot there. So 242, let's eye that up. Yeah, 242, obviously, there's a lot of orders there. So keep your eyes on 242. That's going to be the main area of resistance overhead that I'm seeing that's close to us. You can see here on the chart how there's a couple big orders at 241. You can see 36,000 right there where my mouse is on the right. Also 242, but really 245 is the big level there. 245 overhead, but you know, like I said, 242 is that high of pre-market, the high of this morning, so that might end up holding if we see enough orders come in. Or if we see enough volatility at the time. Very interesting chart, though. SPY is going, man, he said. Let's see it. The SPY. Be running. Wow. Come on, SPY. Get going now. That'd be nice for it. I kind of hope it doesn't. Oh, man, it is going. It is, isn't it? Gotta eye up QQQ real quick. Had that SQQQ hedge. Now I'm like, now I'm iffy with it. At least tech stock's doing good. Right around resistance. I'm very curious on if QQQ is going to continue to go green or not today. Very curious. Let me see this. Someone put a list out of... What are these? Oh, directional ETS. I see. Jeez. Too many. QQQE. I've never heard of that one. RETL. Daily Retail Bull 3X. Never heard of that one either. Retail, though. Readle. Interesting. See the daily of this one, or an hour chart. Of course, it always decays, as most of these do, but pretty crazy there. Pretty crazy. Man, how's that SPY looking here? Nice double top right around 407.85. That's pretty big. Got to see 408 is that big upper resistance level too. Definitely no bueno. Let's see if that resistance holds up. That's pretty big. 407.85. Let's see if there's any... There's not really a lot of orders there, but we got to keep in mind that SPY on the Bookmap can become very, very volatile, and a lot of the volume I notice happens at the moment. So we got to keep that in mind with SPY a little bit. Plus, there's just so much affecting SPY out there, you know? Like, we have the futures market. We have the actual S&P 500 index. We have VIX. You know, there's so much out there. That could potentially influence it anyways. Like, I know VIX isn't going to be, you know, moving with the SPY or making the SPY move, but volatility will, and that's the point. Like on Bookmap here, see how 408, there's a big stack of orders there? It's a decent stack, but like in reality, it's like, it's not that big. You know, like whenever you see these other stocks out there, like you'll look at Tesla on a Bookmap. Bookmap's crazy. You know, you got these big areas of orders and etc. On SPY, it's a little bit more laid back. I feel like the algos really kill it on SPY. That's why you see so much volume so close here. Smith says, what levels do I have for the SPY? So you're going to really want to watch 408. There's been orders there all morning. They kind of come and go as, you know, the day goes on there, but 408 seems pretty big overhead. So really keep your eyes on 408 if the SPY starts rising. I think that's going to be the big area to watch as the day goes on. If not 408, this double top we're at like 407.85 is pretty good. Honestly, anywhere between 407.85 and 408. You know, that's only like a 20-cent margin there on a $400 stock. So, you know, maybe give or take like 50 cents on these or something like that. But also just be careful of any fake outs here. You know, they've got to keep that in mind too. Let's see what else we have moving on our watch list. Like, what's leading the way here today? Well, of course, Meta, right? I mean, should have guessed. SPCE is second, up 8.4%. They're actually getting a nice pop here. Go SPCE, that's beautiful. SoFi, just like, who said that in the chat? SoFi's really going, whoever talked about it. Let's see, it was Rick. There you go, Rick. That's awesome. That is fantastic there. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the stream, smash that like button. I'd appreciate you. Let's go. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff for the end of the week. We're going to go over some stuff on the economic calendar here pretty soon because this morning we had the GDP growth rate come out. Uh-oh. Whoa. I feel like nobody's talking about the GDP numbers here. Why is no one talking about it? I actually got to go in the Discord real quick. Is anyone even talking about GDP numbers at all? Yeah, they did, of course. I was like, man, like I didn't hear anyone talking about it at first. Thank God some people were mentioning it. Pretty big though. GDP data. That was a big miss. It's pretty crazy. Here it is. There's a nice article for us. Wow. That's pretty far below the estimate. They were looking at 2%. It came in at 1.1. Pretty bad. Pretty rough. Wow. Let's go compare Q1s of the past couple years. Yeah. The only time we've been worse than this in Q1 was during COVID, so. Oh, I lied, actually. Q1 of 22 was pretty bad, too, it looks like. So maybe Q1 just comes in low. Most of the time. Wish they had a longer chart so I could go back even further and compare more, but that's pretty crazy, guys. I cannot believe the GDP came in that under the estimate, that much under it. That's a pretty big thing there. Yeah, Manny, I actually scrolled all the way back to get it. Yeah, Manny, that's funny you said that. I literally got your article before I even saw your message. That's funny. Yeah, FIVA. So Amazon reports tonight after the market closes, along with Intel, Snapchat, FSLR, and a couple others. I did talk about it earlier, but I know some people missed it, so we'll cover it again real quick here. Amazon, Intel, Snapchat, US Steel, Pinterest. We're going to see some insane reports. I'm really thinking that Pinterest could maybe follow along with Meta and move up. You know, they tried to have some sympathy, but then at market open today, they kind of fell back off. With the overall tech sector still moving up, it's just like, what do we do? But, it is how it is. Here's what I'll say, guys. The SPY here is going to be crucial here for us as we start to fall. If we fall. It'll be really crucial, but yeah, those reports this week are going to be insane. It's going to make us, I think, pick a good direction. So SPY has this big resistance at like 417 to 420. We might actually get to break out above that if these earnings keep going well. Like if we have Amazon report well with Intel tonight and Snap, that could be really good. And if FS numbers too, that could just maybe be exactly what we need for that big push over. And then we have Exxon and Chevron tomorrow, which I don't think those are going to really affect the overall market too much. It might affect oil and maybe other oil stocks and stuff like that. I don't think it'll affect too many other stocks. Let's see, Comcast. Sean says Comcast, Tom. Do they report tonight? Am I missing it? Where is Comcast? Comcast. I don't see him. Is it in the morning? Charter? They're kind of like Comcast. Let's go see. I think they're CMC SA, isn't it? Yeah, okay, I got it right. Look at that. Yeah, CMCSA. Look at that move. Wow. I didn't even know they reported today, Sean. Let me get back to my earnings. Didn't even realize they reported. Hang on. They didn't have them on our list. Are you kidding me? Oh, they put Crocs on here instead of Comcast. Are you kidding me? Come on now, earnings whisper. That's funny. Comcast really is doing good though, Sean. Wow, what a move. 6%. Not as good as Meta or as good as SoFi, but definitely good moves. Teladoc's moving too. Post earnings, love to see that. What about Beyond Meat moving, looking pretty good. Roku, all right, not bad. Man, I'm starting to see, I'll tell you what, we're starting to see the QQQ start to fly up here now. Starting to get crazy. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Have to get out of my SQQQ position. We're actually not even doing that bad on it right now. It's just, you know, the overall market's doing what it's doing, and not sure it's worth holding through all this. But looking at that daily chart here, yeah, if we go on a nice continuation, this is not going to be good for us. It's been a long time since the markets went on a good uptrend, I guess, so. Let me do something here with this app going on. With QQQ, I really like this long-term trend line down here. I still feel like we're going to get to this thing at some point. It's just not right now is the main issue. Not at the very moment. Just getting ready on it. Of course, nothing's official yet. Starting to come back down now a little bit. That's good. Maybe that'll keep going on. Payson says, are we selling Meta? Let's see. Yeah, I know, Rick. That's the question. The only problem is like, when's it coming, you know? He says, are we selling Meta? Yeah, I mean, probably so, honestly. I mean, I think you need to get out of Meta. It's already up so much today. Like, the chances of it staying up this high are probably low, I'd say. That's pretty nuts. Come on, Meta. Is it intraday pullback time? I bet it is. There goes the spy with it. Intraday pullback time. That'll be what we call this time of the day. Every day. 9:30. Write it down. That's funny. Crocs. Yeah, I know, right? It's like Crocs as a stock? Like, what? Appreciate you joining up, though, Kason. Hope I'm saying that right, but thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm with you, Rick. That rug pull's coming. It's like, when, though? When is the problem? Wow. What a crazy day, though, guys. Pretty crazy day in the stock market. There's been so many crazy stocks moving around here this morning. Hoping to find some better movement now that the day is starting to stabilize a little bit. Maybe we'll see some, stabilization or something like that come through. Could be nice. Look at QQQ there, trying to come back now for us. We'll have to see how it goes today. Meta is going to be a big thing for the stock market. Looks like it definitely is starting to, come back down now, which is good to see. How's Apple, Microsoft, some of the big three? Let's see, Apple's actually doing pretty good. MSFT's not. Oh, it actually is. Here we go. Actually, right to the high of yesterday. Yeah, ran up to 302 with earnings, and it looks like we're hitting right off of 302 again today. That's almost like a perfect double top right there, actually. Almost perfect. Pretty good. Yeah, at some point here, though, I think that these stocks are going to start to fall back off, and that's going to be the big issue as we go forward with these stocks moving up. It's like, man, like, yeah, sure, Microsoft's fantastic, and it's good to see it moving, but from the low to where we are now, it's up 41%. Now, that's on a big stock like them. Let's go check out, like, Tessie, because even with Tessie falling, it's up more than that. It's up 52% right now. What else do we have here? What's Meta? Meta's going to be up so much from the low, it's insane. Wait till you see this, guys. You're going to see something like 170% or something. Yeah, 172%, guys. To the high here, 174% if we go like to the high of day. So that's pretty big there. Pretty big. 175% from the low. Down around like 88 to 90. Man, we know somebody's happy they bought down there, right? Somebody better be happy. Disney's starting to move. There we go. Good stuff, Disney. Bouncing off support at 96.50. Good to see that holding up. If that didn't hold up, that could have been a little rough. So I'm glad to see Disney holding like this. Good to see. Appreciate you guys joining up, though. If you guys haven't smashed that like button yet, please consider doing so. I think it'll really help the stream, of course, and it doesn't, you know, really cost or take too much time or anything like that. So really help us out if you guys enjoy the streams here. Man, going over to the Bookmap. Let's go see what we're looking at on NVIDIA, because NVIDIA, you know, we haven't really looked at that one too much today, but it's had a nice triple bottom, double bottom going on here around 266.50. Uh-oh. My data freeze? There we go. I think it did for a second. You can tell down here, though, some support starting to form at 266.50. Let's go look at it on the bigger chart. 266.50. Uh-oh. Yeah, there definitely is some support here, but kind of seems like it's going to break here looking at the movement today. I'll tell you what, that movement's not looking good on NVIDIA. That looks rough, guys. Look at how choppy NVIDIA's been lately. It's like we're on the ocean, you know? It's like we're like the Wolf of Wall Street. Like, I'm gonna chop your credit card in half. It's my favorite. We have some chop going on. Got the chop here. Look at that little rejection here at 268. That actually is a pretty good little confirmation right there, right off of that resistance, guys. Keep your eyes on this. I'll tell you what, if NVIDIA breaks the low of day today, this might be a pretty good one, guys, because that's a good confirmation there. We already have a good drop going on today, but it's not like too crazy. We're not even a 1% on the drop yet, which is good. So, yeah, if we keep going down, that could be big. I should say the drop is more than 1%, but compared to where we were yesterday. So technically it's a 2.7% drop, but compared to the closing price yesterday, it's not that crazy. SPY, though, moving up still. QQQ is sitting up here around the top. Just sitting here. Keeping my eyes on it. Wow, what a day, though, guys. What a day. Can't believe all the crazy stocks going on. So today we had the GDP growth rate come out, so don't forget that. Tomorrow, we actually have PCE data coming out with personal income, personal spending, and etc. This is going to be huge right here for the economy, I think, tomorrow. So keep your eyes on this data. So tonight, we're going to have Amazon report, which is going to be insane for the market. But then tomorrow, we have these other earnings, but the big thing is going to be that income data. You know, the PCE, the personal spending. That stuff's huge, guys. It's huge for the economy. We're going to get a lot of insight tomorrow on inflation and how people are spending because of it and etc. So just keep your eyes on it. I think that'll be very, very important for the next couple of days, or for tomorrow anyways. Couldn't even say the next couple days because we're almost done with the week at this point now, but that's pretty big. Pretty big, guys. Yeah, keep your eyes on QQQ as the day goes on. We're getting a little overextended, I think, running up into some resistance, but man, we are definitely on an uptrend right now. It seems like it's just never ending. Hopefully Meta falls off and pulls the QQQ back down a little bit for us. Hopefully a little bit anyways, but thank you guys for joining up today. It was a fantastic trading day. I appreciate this. I was glad to spend this time with you guys and, you know, go over all these amazing plays, amazing stocks, and etc. It was fantastic to be able to do all this. So I appreciate you guys. Let's have a great rest of the day and an even better rest of the week. Let's hope to come up with some great profits tomorrow. If you guys have any, don't forget to post them up in the profits channel. I saw some awesome profits here the past few days. You guys are sharing some great plays here. This guy did pretty well with Tesla and Amazon and stuff like that, up 2,400. Looked good there. Lex Mio did great. DJ made 9 grand the other day. Manny had some great plays with SQQQ, although that probably isn't doing the best now, considering it probably came back. But the SPY play up 133% on that one. Like, man, Manny, you're killing it. So, great stuff, guys. Good to see those profits. Don't forget to post them up. Always fun to see those. And other than that, guys, have a great rest of the day. If you guys aren't in the Discord yet, I'm going to get you a little link here. you guys can join up. I'm going to throw it in the chat right now. So if you're new here, join up on the Discord. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. There's free day trades with the sniper bot in the day trading channel. Mike and I call some out too, and then there's a bunch of plays and people talking all day long in the discussion channel and other places like that. So have a great rest of your day. Like I said, I'm really hoping you guys can come away profitable after this crazy trading day like this. I know a lot of you guys are already well up, but let's go. Hopefully we see some more great plays out there. Other than that, have a good one, guys.